Hello champions, Geomatic is here with you and welcome to the course Alekhine Defense. This is not a popular opening on the high levels and there are certain reasons why it is not. In this course I will show you how to get advantage playing with white pieces against Alekhine Defense, and also I will show you many model games. So you know not just the theory, but also you know what are your plans and how you're gonna use your advantage in future. Before we go ahead, let's start with the idea of Alekhine Defense, what are the downsides of it, and based on them we'll start to exploit this defense. So, let's go. In this course I will show you how to get advantage playing with white pieces against Alekhine Defense, and also I will show you many model games. Okay, let's start with the idea of Alekhine Defense. First, black with tempo develops their knight attacking our e4 pawn. Here we have two main moves. One is knight c3, also we develop a knight and defend the e4 pawn, and another move is e5. Now when we go knight c3, black has here option to play whether e5, whether d5. If black goes here e5, after knight c6, we are going to totally different openings that it's not recommended in our chess mode openings. If we go here d4, this is coach with 4 knights, and this is very different from one we are playing against e4, e5. Knight f3, knight c6, d4. Because after ed4, knight d4, knight f6, here we take knight c6, right, in the courses, bc6 and e5. We don't play here knight c3, because it allows black to play bishop b4, pin the knight and continue pressuring the e4 pawn. So after e4, knight f6, knight c3, e5, this is going to be a totally different opening. Another thing is that after knight f6, knight c3, black can also go here d5 move. They are opening their queen and attacking our e4 pawn. Here if we take ed5, knight d5, black achieved a lot. They removed our central pawn and also opened their queen, while white queen is still closed here with this d pawn. After d5 instead of ed5, there is also e5 move attacking the f6 knight, and here black, instead of moving the knight back and giving us time to develop our pieces fast, they play here d4, attacking our knight as well, and there is going some long theories. In Alekhine Defense, the main move for white is e5, attacking the knight on f6, and here black goes knight d5. The knight on d5 looks very strange. It can be attacked with c4 pawn, it can be attacked with bishop c4 pawn. Black's main idea is that our e5 pawn now is a little bit far from white's army. It's like a soldier who himself went for attack, and black is going to attack this pawn, playing in future d6, knight c6, attacking the e5 pawn, and if knight f3 will play in some positions defending the e5 pawn, black will have also bishop g4 idea, pinning the knight on f3. So with this way they are going to put big pressure on our e5 pawn. Similar idea we have seen in the Sicilian, e4, c5, c3, Alekhine variation, where our Grandmaster Gapuzian offered knight f6 move. The idea is that there is no knight c3 defending the e4 pawn, and after e5, knight d5, black is going to attack the e5 pawn, playing next knight c6, d6. The difference with Alekhine variation and Alekhine Defense is here that after e5, knight d5, the pawn is not on c3, and black didn't play c5. So black has no any pawn in the center, and white is going to use this.